Hi, good morning to all. Today we are going to see about the case study on flavored and processed food cancer risk. There is the understanding the complex relationship between consumption of food and the cancer risk. See this picture. A picture is worth a thousand words. It looks so beautiful and attractive. Especially the children are attracted more like this type of foods. But it has more adulterants as well as chemicals are there. So it's very dangerous to the health of our human beings. So in this case study, the today's fast-paced world, flavored and processed food have becoming a significant component of our diets. They offer convenience and an array of flavors that cater to our busy lives. The case study delves into a crucial question: is there a connection between the consumption of these foods and the increased risk of cancer? We explore the delicate balance between the convenience of health, shedding light on the potential implication of our dietary choices in the modern era. And the cancer risk factors, mainly the genetics, lifestyle choices, and environment exposures, infections, the age. These are all the main important factors of cancers. Genetics, of course, the genetics mutation, the cancer is the genetic is plays an important role for the cancer risk. Some individuals inherit genetic predisposition that make them more susceptible to certain types of cancers. Genetics also play a vital role in the cancer risk factors, as well as lifestyle choices. Factors like smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and also not a balanced diet, is a poor diet, and they are not doing some physical activity. Physical inactivity can also a important contributor to cancer risk, as well as environmental exposure. Environmental exposure definitely leads to the carcinogenic effects. The exposure to carcinogens such as pollutants, especially air and water pollutants, radiations, and certain chemicals can also increase the likelihood of cancer development. Infections, certain infections like hepatitis B and C, and some other bacteria like Helicobacter pylori, etc., can lead to cancers. And also age is also another important risk factor. Age and gender. Cancer risk often increases with the age, and some types of cancer are more prevalent in the specific gender. Also chemical additives. Some of the chemical additives are added in the food for increasing the colors, taste, etc. The chemical additive also one of the important reason for the cancer risk. Common additives like processed foods frequently contains additives like preservatives, colorings, flavors, flavor enhancers, and also stabilizer to extend shelf life and improve taste. And also there is a regulatory oversights. Regulatory oversights, there is a government agency such as FDA in the United States regulates the use of these additives and permissible level in food products. So consumer awareness, definitely the consumer needs awareness about the consumption of food. Increased consumer awareness about the additives and demand for cleaner labels have led to changes in the food industry's approaches to formulation and labeling. Labeling and formulation is very important factor to reduce the cancer. And epidemiological studies means summary of results of the studies identified in the systematic literature search. A 10% increment in the proportion of UPAF in the diet was associated with a 13% increased risk of overall cancer and an 11% increased risk of breast cancer. Our finding shows that higher consumption of ultra processed foods, that is tandoori like that, ultra processed foods is associated with a greater risk of overall cancer and specifically ovarian and brain cancers, as well as increased risk of overall ovarian and breast cancer associated mortality. The next main thing is confounding factors. Confounding factors means diet quality, lifestyle choices, and socio-economic factors, short versus long-term effects, and complex interaction. These are the confounding factors. Diet quality means overall diet quality, including fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, can affect the cancer risk, complicating the impact of processed foods. Lifestyle choices, health behavior like smoking, exercise, and alcohol intake can influence the link between processed food and the cancer risk. Socioeconomic factors, income and social status also affect the diet choices and cancer risk requiring consideration in research. And short and long term effects, distinguishing short term and long term effects of processed food on cancer risk is complex and involves accounting for confounding variables. The complex interaction, the cancer risk results from complex interaction, necessitating careful consideration of confounders in research. And next main thing is scientific compounds. Scientific compounds are preservatives. Of course, preservating and colorings are the chemicals. Certain food additives may have carcinogenic potential depending on usage and concentration. So more amount of usage and concentration leads to danger effect to the human beings. And also nitrates and nitrites. These are also used as additives common in processed meats. These compounds have raised questions about their potential link to cancer. And also trans fats. Present in some processed foods, trans fats are known to have adverse health effects. The fat transferred from one food to another food, it's also created dangerous effects. Acrylamide found in fried and baked goods, baked foods, it is a compound of concern. Next, ongoing research. The ongoing research in early 2020-22, the number of cancer survivors in the US surpassed as estimated 18 million. Despite the progress we have made in detecting and treating the diseases, much remains to be done to reduce the burden of preventable diseases. And maintenance therapy is ongoing treatment of cancer with medication. After cancer has responded to the first recommended treatment, maintenance therapy is a very important. Sometimes it is called continuous therapy, is used for the following reasons to the reducing the cancer treatment, cancer returns. And finally, we have to conclude this session on case study. Complex relationship. The link between the processed food and the cancer risk is intricate with mixed findings. And also continued study, ongoing research is essential to uncover the nuance and better understand the impact on health. And the balance act is very important. Consumer must balance convenience with the health dietary choices. And definitely we have to give the public awareness. Promoting awareness of the potential risks can guide more informed choices. And also stay informed, stay updated on the evolving science surrounding this topic. So what are all the updates are going on and what are the research is going on regarding this cancer risk factors, how to reduce the cancer, and how to reduce the chemicals and food flavors in